What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. I've been doing a little cleaning and organizing, and I ran across a whole bunch of caps that I have been saving. I use a lot of glue sticks, so I end up with a lot of caps. Let's see if we can make something with them today. To the craft table. I've got quite a few saved up. I was using them to make pots for miniature plants, but now I'm thinking maybe we can use them to make a few paint cans. I have some multi-surface satin paint. I bought these at Michael's, and I'm going to take a little paint and begin painting the outside of the caps, allowing them to dry between coats. While we're at it, let's take a few round toothpicks. I paint the squared end light brown, then the other end a darker brown, then paint the space between them silver. To make a paintbrush, now these toothpicks are very long, so I plan on cutting them in half. But right now, I'm just taking my time adding a second coat and getting everything painted. And we can use pliers to pinch the end of the toothpick and fan it out a little so we can make different brushes. Once the plastic caps are dry, let's brush them with a little silver paint to make metal cans. Let's add a little paint to each one in a variety of colors. We can also mix some to get different shades and to coat the inside of each cap. And we can allow some of the color to drip down on the sides. We can also add some of the paint to different paint brushes here and there. I cut a rectangle of fabric where I can just kind of wipe my brush between colors, then just carry on and enjoy the mess. Let's take a few square wooden dowels and skinny sticks. My wooden dowels are 12 inches and I'm going to cut 2 of them to 10. Cut 5 inches off the other one. So we have 2 10-inch wooden dowels, a 7-inch, and a 5-inch. And we're probably going to use one of those 2-inch pieces as well. I cut 3 skinny sticks to 4 3/4 inches, then glue 2 together to make it thicker. Place the 7-inch wooden dowel between the 10-inch wooden dowels so it's slightly higher. Take the skinny sticks and glue them across the bottom. When the glue hardens, I carefully flip it over, glue a 2-inch piece across the top. Take the 5-inch piece and glue it on at an angle, and the other 2-inch piece and glue it on above it for support, so it can stand up and lean at a slight angle. Then glue the last cut skinny stick right across the front to make an easel. Now let's paint it. I'm painting mine brown using paint right out of our mini cans. And let's add a few paint splatters. And we're getting a nice little artsy scene already. Now we just need to take some of our paintbrushes, cut them in half. I take the pointed sides and place them in one of the caps to look like paintbrushes waiting to be cleaned, and place the other side in another cap to look like paintbrushes waiting to be used. And we can sand the ends, then touch up the paint if we plan on taking them out for a photo. I like where this is going. Let's take it a step further. A few months back, we made this shipping container coffee shop using cardboard. It's made in 2 pieces so we can open it up to store a few minis. I had planned on using it with my Mini Brands Mini Minis Fill the Fridge, but I kinda removed the refrigerator to go in my new kitchen, and I was looking for a way to use this space. Now that we have all of our little paint cans, I think this could be a great space for an art studio. So let's give it a makeover. First, let's clear it out. I glued these shelves on, but I want to move them over so we can get a little bit more space. But it is going to rip the wall. But you know what? That's a chance I'm just gonna have to take. Hopefully we can just cover that later with something else. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. My walls did bow just a little after we painted this space. So I'm not going to repaint it, but maybe we can cover it up. And let's just work with this side of the room. I cut square wooden dowels To make a rectangle, glue another piece of wood across the center. Cut clear plastic from packaging. To glue behind it, I'm only gluing the plastic behind the top. To make a window, I break off this piece of covered cardboard, cut a craft stick to glue in its place, then glue the window on top. Let's go in and add a little greenery onto those edges. Let's put the easel next to the window so the dolls can have some good lighting while they're painting. We can bring back in our cardboard shelves, but since we've already been adding a few wooden elements, I'm going to use this rectangle of wood from Michael's and a couple square wooden dowels. Cut them to 4 3/4 inches. Glue the wooden dowels near the corners. I take a wooden pallet from the dollar store and break it up to make a few shelves. I had 2 that just wanted to stay together, so I'm going to flip it over, take some of the leftover wooden dowels and glue them onto the ends. I had to cut a few more to make a little bench. And now we have a table with a little seating that can fit underneath, and we can place 2 wooden shelves above it. Brush them with a little paint. I splatter them with a little paint, then add the table and bench to the room, glue in the shelves, then begin adding the cans of paint, mixing in a few of the brushes here and there. Wow, I got a lot of paint. I made more paint cans than I have room for on the shelves, so we're gonna just leave a few on the floor. And let's take our drop cloth and roll it up and secure it with a rubber band. We can just lean it against the wall until we need it. Now this room could totally use some art. And I wouldn't mind having another small drop cloth that can fit under the easel, so I cut another small piece of fabric. Then I cut a few pieces of paper and just make a few small abstract paintings. Easy enough. We can also use one of my favorite techniques, where we print out a few pictures, then go over them with a little paint, adding some texture. I'm not really taking time to clean my brush. I just kind of want to get the vibe. So I'm taking a few artistic liberties, using the picture as a guide to make some mini art. Once everything is dry, cut recycled paperboard, glue 2 or more layers together, glue it on the back of the painting, wrap the paper over the edges, and glue it down to make a mini work of art. We can use a little poster putty to attach it to the wall. I also printed the pictures smaller. I cover them with tape and cut them out to be mini photos that the dolls used for inspiration. And our little art studio is coming along. And we can always add a few mini brands to our scene. I bought this 2-pack of mini brands Create Masterpieces online for $15.99. So that's about $7.99 a capsule. There are 5 minis inside, with over 50 in this collection. We've already opened a few in a previous video, but I still have a few more to check off my list. And I wouldn't mind getting a few more frames. We have 5 bags inside, including instructions and a collector's guide, where we use some of the pictures to make mini magnets for the refrigerator. And with the wrapper inside of the tube, we can cut out some of the larger pictures to use in the dollhouse, or again, attach them to sticky magnetic sheets and cut them out to make larger magnets. But now let's see which masterpieces we're adding to our art collection. It's the Great Wave of Kanagawa with a dolphin. We just need to stretch the canvas over the plastic wooden frame, then add it to the other frame to make some miniature art for the dolls. I also got Composition 2 in red, blue, and yellow with a hamster. In this bag, we got the creation of Adam, and then we find a mini paint palette, which is kind of perfect for our new room, and a mini paintbrush. We can just add that right on the table. And in our last bag, we get the magnifying glass. We've got one more capsule to open, so let's see what's inside. I'm hoping for the Monet, but I totally wouldn't mind Starry Night. And this is dogs? Yep, dogs playing poker. We got another magnifying glass, and here's another gold frame with another dog. Yep, it's Lady with Ermine, but a dog. And our last painting is the Mona Lisa with a baseball bat and a helmet. Okay. And in our last bag, I think that's a double, but we can switch out some of the paint to make it look like the dolls are using different colors. We can add the art to the wall, adding more detail to this space. We can also take a little paint and antique the frames by brushing them with black or brown paint and then rubbing some of it off. If we're not in love with the painting or it's a double, we can make some artwork of our own or print it off and add a few details. I think it's cool that we can use the actual paint cans. Then we can place our painting over the mini canvas so we can use the frame to add new art to our room without changing the mini brands, which is an idea that I really like, so we can keep our collection intact in case we ever change our mind, while still giving the dolls a creative space. Wow, so today we started out turning plastic tops into paint cans and ended up doing a doll room makeover. Thank you for joining us on this artsy adventure. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!